That was Kayla's room, but back here is where we kept everything. This is all Kayla's stuff, and I come in here and read her stuff still.
Kayla Mueller's bedroom in Prescott is full of her old journals and her mother's binders full of notes from Kayla's kidnapping through the trial, where the Muellers watched a jury convict an ISIS fighter for the murders of 4 Americans, including Kayla.
Did it bring any sense of calm or relief to you?
I'm glad we received justice, I guess you'd call it that, but for us as parents, we will never have what we lost.
Carl Mueller says the real significance of the trial is the message that terrorists will face consequences.
These people need to understand that we will not stop. So it did instill a confidence and a pride in my government.
The Muellers always supported Kayla's humanitarian missions, but begged her to come home as ISIS spread in 2013, months before she was captured, and they got their first email from the terrorists.
Were you in this house when you got that first email from ISIS?
Mm-hmm.
You were right here?
Mm-hmm.
We would get them, we'd forward them to the FBI, they would write our response. We might change a word here or there, but for the most part, they wrote everything. They never once negotiated. Never once. All they were doing was stalling for time.
Well, they kept telling us ISIS will not harm a woman. They just kept telling us we're doing everything we can. And who would you believe but your government?
The Muellers were warned not to try to raise the ransom money themselves.
Well, they did threaten us and all the other families as well.
Who did? Like the FBI?
The FBI.
The Muellers maintained the government was too slow and uncoordinated in their efforts to negotiate Kayla's release.
When ISIS announced her death, I think it was on Twitter first, did you think that was a ploy or a negotiating tactic or a lie?
You never take intel from a terrorist organization as truthful. Mm-hmm. So it was very hard for us to accept what ISIS was saying, that Kayla was dead.
ISIS sent photos of Kayla, saying she died in a coalition airstrike.
Do you believe she was killed in an airstrike?
No one believes that that's the truth. Through our other investigations, we have other possibilities that we know may be feasible.
Are there a couple different scenarios?
Yeah, I think so.
Are you at liberty to talk about any of that?
No.
The Muellers will confirm the search for answers and for Kayla's remains is very active. A retired colonel is in Syria with a group looking for Kayla. Plus, they've been working quietly for years with a former FBI agent who was a lead investigator in the USS Cole bombing and 9/11.
Ideally, what do you hope your work with him leads to? Finding Kayla's remains or finding out what happened or all of the above?
All of the above, and he will not give up.
In the meantime, they're surrounded by Kayla's memory.
She spoke fluent French. She was learning Arabic.
In addition to her journals, there's a shelf of posthumous humanitarian awards, challenge coins from the Pentagon, and one from the CIA, featuring the outline of the compound where Kayla's main torturer, Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi, died during a raid named after her. Memories of the past and reminders of the work ahead.
I won't give up. I have a lot of fight left in me, too, to bring her home.